Jerk of the week, Miami Dolphins head coach Joe Philbin. So as you guys probably know, overtime, 20-20, Jets and Dolphins. Jets kicking a short game-winning field goal.
Nick Folk lining it up.
Nick Folk lining up to win the game, and Joe Philbin rushes in, calls timeout just as the ball is snapped and the kick is blocked. The Dolphin players don't know. They think they have there's new life for them. They've blocked the kick. Overtime will continue, but it turns out that timeout was called. Obviously, Joe Philbin can't know that that kick would get blocked. I got that. However, the mistake is the presumption that calling the timeout is the right thing.
Right.
And so in this case, it comes back to bite him. So I'm not singling out Joe Philbin. I'm singling out this idea of calling timeout, which needs to be rethought. There's an ESPN story today which suggests that Philbin made the right decision, because it says since 2008, kickers who had a timeout called immediately before a game-winning kick were successful 79% of the time, and kickers who kicked it right when there was no timeout made it 87% of the time. I think it was 86 to 79. It's about a 7% differential. I thought that one that can't possibly, you're leaving a lot of stuff out, like whether they had any timeouts, the distance of the kick, a whole lot of other factors.
I was thinking distance of the kick as well.
Since 2000, if you go in a study in 2010, going back all the way to 2000 instead of a limited study since 2008. By the way, since 2008, it covered 3 seasons. Since 2000, NFL kickers made 77% of field goals in the final 2 minutes or overtime when no timeout was called. When a timeout was called, they made 79.9% at the time. So
they make more?
They made more when the timeout was called. But basically, it's the same. And basically, these are professional kickers who know how to kick. If you had to do brain surgery, Rick, let's say you're a brain surgeon.
Wait, before you get to that, one thing just popped in my head, and I'm not going to remember it if I don't say it right now, thus I'm interrupting you. Do these statistics weigh into the playoffs?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It says NFL kickers. It's the Wall Street Journal. I'm sure I'm sure they got it from the Elias Sports Bureau. So here's the thing. If you're a brain surgeon, right?
Oh boy, yeah.
And there's a tricky surgery, and you have to attach the neuron to the cerebrum. You've never done it before.
Yeah. And there's a timeout called?
Right. By the way, I don't know if those are even parts of the head. Right? So that's your surgery.
So
right?
My foot to my face.
The neuron to the cerebrum. Right. And you've never done it before. Are you rushing on to do that surgery, or are you going to take a moment and read about it first? What makes us think that giving a professional athlete time to think about what he's going to do is somehow going to make him less likely to do it? It has no basis in human nature at all. I would think, I don't want to run on the field and have to do this. I'm a professional kicker. I know how to kick. I'll take a moment, and I'll think about this kick and where I'm going to line it up, and I'll check the wind and all the things that theoretically they've been doing on the sideline anyway. And it doesn't work. What I think might work, which I've totally been interested in, is this. Clock's running down, 6, 5, 4, the kicker's lining it up. You stand next to the referee, or you get your middle linebacker to stand next to the referee.
Say, I'm not going to call timeout.
Just do this so the kicker can see you. Do this to the referee. And
but you're saying that they're professional athletes, so don't you think out of anything they're not going to look at you and think, he's going to call timeout?
Have the whole team do it. I'm just saying, if you're going to think about it like that, the only thing that strikes me that would disrupt someone is something that surprises them. Something they don't expect. But either way, calling a timeout, the presumption that you should call a timeout is flawed. That's all. The presumption that you should what strikes me, the person who should frequently call the timeout are the people who called it in the first place, is the team that has the ball and is about to make the kick. Because in that sense, they'd be like, let's call a timeout. Let's get everything set. Let's make sure we're lined up right.